Okay, video way overdue. Is this the most screen accurate afterlife haslab proton pack and neutron wand? Let's get into it. Tell you everything that I know that is screen accurate and everything that isn't screen accurate, and along with the things that I've done. Alright, first off, we're going to go with the ribbon cable. I have got this ribbon cable twisted, twist for twist, color for color, strand for strand, exactly like the Afterlife pack. Now, I did all this based on the 117 photos of Adam Savage and the tested crew had taken that have mysteriously disappeared from the internet. We've never had that many detailed photos of a screen used proton pack before, so I figured why not. I also weathered this thing to the best of my abilities, following the screen used prop that he had photoed as well. But to start with, so the ribbon cable is twisted. I apologize for the lighting, it's pretty bad. It's screen accurate as you can get it. We have an aluminum ribbon cable clamp holding it all together down here. Back here behind it, on the black rubber hose that runs right here, it's a real brass fitting. And I believe through my research that there is a piece of black gaffer's tape wrapped around this black hose right here. Not 100% if it's gaffer's tape, but I am pretty sure. This is the correct wire loom that is spiraling the correct way. I have the exact amount of 9 wires inside here with the, I'm going to forget the name of these dang things. That'll come to me, you know what I'm talking about. I had a fake weld around here, which is screen accurate. There's 6 exposed sections of this loom, including this little cut-off end down here, which is screen accurate, and it is cut off screen accurate. The yellow wire has the black stitching, which is screen accurate. It is exactly 10.5 inches long, which is also screen accurate. And these stripes are in the exact spot of being screen accurate. Like this one rolls off the bottom of here. This one is here. Weathering is also screen accurate. Strain reliefs. There we go. Strain reliefs. Let's see here. The filler tube is an aluminum filler tube, and the end is an aluminum filler tube cap, like Dragon Workshop on Epsy. The tube is from GB Fans. I have my vent switch underneath there that vents the pack. This is an aluminum beamline tube. This weld around the end of it is one of the things on this pack that is not screen accurate. This weld should not be here, but I cannot find an aluminum tube that does not have that weld yet anyway. The beamline itself, again, we have the screen accurate, I think it's 8 ridges exposed right here before the green OD green gaffer's tape starts. This tape is done very strangely. They either started wrapping it from the center or it's 2 pieces, because there is 2 ends to it. There's an end down here and there's an end up here. And it has that correct fold and stuff on that end. There should be one more wrinkle here that I did not get, but that's life, whatever. I'm not going to stress myself over that one wrinkle. Clippered valve. This is actually a vintage clippered valve, R331. There's a regular R331 on the thrower. The only thing that's different is the knurling here is more coarse on the modern date one, as to where it's more fine on the vintage. But that regardless, it is upside down, which is screen accurate. We have all the wires around the clippered on a Redmond Studios cover. Correct 440 socket head screws. The wires are all running screen accurate. Same silver, same sized accurate hose clamp things here on both sides, and the 2 black wires that are here are running into the hole down there. The 2 black and 1 brown running into the hole. Sorry, the lighting's horrible. a hole up there. In there. And there's a piece of heat shrink tubing on this black wire. And on the two wires that are going into the hole down here, there's also a piece of black heat shrink tubing I've seen. Screen accurate water hose clamps, which are golden screws with the chrome body, and they have that round hole. Those are screen accurate. This heat sink is aluminum and screen accurate. This thing could have came right out of the same surplus bin that the film ones did for Afterlife or Frozen Empire. I did have to add my own rods and my own voltage regulator there. But solid aluminum piece, solid. I got this off Facebook. I'm going to forget the fella's name. I was just thinking of it before this video. It'll come to me as well. It'll come to me. He just had a birthday too. Dang it. Again, the weathering, I tried to stay as screen accurate as possible. Aluminum bellows. This came off eBay. He's also on Etsy now. Seller from Mexico. I can't remember his name. Aluminum label here, which is weathered very nicely. Another aluminum label here. Look at the other two. Vinyl aluminum here, and this is with the screen accurate cuts and weathering. Max Factory dry rub here. Fun fact, these aren't actually cut. They are painted on, all these parts, but they look like they're actually cut in. Unlike the PPD here, it's actually cut in. Some you cannot, fake. Excuse me. Real brass fittings back here. Back in there is our injector mount, which is also aluminum. Our this was a 6390 Canon connector, I think, aluminum. That's Chris's Dragon Workshop, Chris Hunt on Etsy. It's a great piece. Mount as well as aluminum. The injectors over here are aluminum. These are GV fans. These look so much better than the stock haslab. Replace the door screw with an actual real screw and brass washer. All of our resistors are screen accurate with the black text on the bottom. No circle. This one is accurate as well. And our inside one here has the logo on it, and it's screen accurate as well. Aluminum iron end cap from GB Fans. Sorry, I'm just kind of bouncing all over the place here, guys. Also on the resistors real quick, if you happen to have these resistors, which is, there's a circle on this one, there's no logo on this one, and this one, where the lines go up and down, those would also be screen accurate because they were used on the bench table pack that Phoebe was working on. And then also has an overlapping end filter that overlaps on this, which normal packs do not. This doesn't overlap on this cyclotron ring here. The work pack, bench pack did, which this pack is modeled after. Just a quick 2 cents there. Where are we at here? No, I'm losing track. I recessed the power cell light here, so it's not just smooth anymore. It does go in, which is more screen accurate. Trying to think what else here. What else? Again, we have the correct strain reliefs here and down here. Aluminum label down here. Crank gen. Leg wrist elbows or legree, whatever you want to call them. Here. These clippers, too, are actually Clippard branded elbows, which I'll probably not be able to give a shot of, just save my life, but I don't know if you can see that or not, but they are, there's a Clippard side of them there. This wire blowout is 100% screen accurate, the same gauge wire. I do believe it ended up being 36 gauge. Heavy gauge white one black underneath it, the blue striped one, the yellow and the white and brown with the electric tape. That is all screen accurate. Replace this hose here, this just that section. I left these two rigid pieces are stock haslab to keep the formation, and just replace this one section in here with a wire blowout. Again over here, all the correct weathering, the chewed up caution sticker. Guess I can pull this off real quick and do the V-hook. That was a Redmond Studio regular V-hook, and I weathered it and filed it into the correct afterlife looking style V-hook. Again, the correct screws and washers, another aluminum label, so it's correct size quarter 20s there. Oh yeah, speaking of quarter 20s, let me pull this back around real quick. That clipper is held on by quarter 20s. Okay, and if you look back here, see down in there, there is a quarter 20 socket head screw that's right there on the back of the main motherboard. That's not Afterlife screen accurate, but it was in Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2, just on Egon's pack. It was there. And since they kept the offset, that's been changed too. These have been offset to match the film used prop in Egon's pack. There's also that screw there and the brace up here, which we all know about, and a couple other minor things, so I did add that. And then of course we have the real quarter 20s here in the end of the iron arm cap, and all the other places. There's 440s that are down there on the Canon connector. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. We'll work our way around. The vinyl sticker here is chewed up. I believe all these splits are screen accurate as I can tell. Alright, let's do the hose real quick. This is going to be fun. So we have the Canon connector, aluminum. This is a replica. This thing is awesome. The electric tape. This is about the same width as electric tape that was used in the screen use prop. I went out and bought a hose to do this with because I cannot find sections of them long enough or that were screen accurate. The screen accurate one has this grayish white hose underneath it, and it is a Herbert Cooper breathing hose for Air Force pilots. I paid some money for this hose, but I got the correct length sock ends on the ends and the correct, I think it's 24 exposed ribs as a screen use pack as well right here. There's also a hole here, which it's hard as heck to see, but if you look at some of the photos showing the back of the pack that Adam Savage photographed, you can see it. And this is coming off pretty screen accurate as well. We run up here, which we have the clamp right here, which has the cutoff ends, which is screen accurate, and it's orientated in the screen accurate way, again with the electrical tape. We have this whole section here, which I forget the term that everybody's calling it, but it's the high performance automotive hose. Same 3 rings of electric tape in the exact same position as a screen use prop. And this line runs right down in connection with that clamp, just like the screen use prop did. A little wear here, which is screen accurate. Up here, this is taped and set up just like the screen use prop. And if we can see this line right there, that's not the split, but it's just a line in the split loom, runs right down and right into that line as well, which is screen accurate. And then that continues up. We have the correct screen accurate thick gauge wire poking out there, the 2 brown wires up there, right up into a functioning Canon, Nutrix connector, and it is solidly seated right into the handle of the wand. Alright, so that's the hose done. Swing it around here. What do we got going on back here? Well, we have a Redmond Studios aluminum motherboard. I think this is the Ala Hero 4 or something. To that extent, it came raw. I painted it myself, etc. I have the cutoff angle on this danger label. All the weathering is as close to the screen use prop as I can get it. Hose was done to myself. Shout out to the man who helped me on this. I'm going to forget your name too, because I can't remember crap when I get behind the camera for some reason. But it came out great. All this is screen accurate as I can get it. If you look here as well, we have the screws for the brackets, which these are screen accurate. Inside here we have the neoprene foam on the Alice frame, which is screen accurate. I doubled up in the center. Looks like I use one thicker piece. So that's something that's not 100% screen accurate, but it's pretty close. Work our way down here and see the spacers are 1-inch aluminum spacers I made for myself from work. And they are all in the screen accurate positions all the way up through. I also added these fake, you're probably not going to be able to see them, kind of can right there. There's a couple screws. On the film use prop, these would have connected this mount to the motherboard, and there's also more screws back here which would have connected the spinning mechanism for the cyclotron, just like Danny Redmond had included the 2 fake screws here that would have held on the LEDs for the power cell. So I have all those screws in there, and I got it with no battery door. I did my own. It's just a fake door, but the actual screen use props fake door, door is smaller than the battery compartment door on the haslab. So I made my own, got that in there. See, there's some of those fake screws down there just for screen accuracy. Now this is something that is not screen accurate. The screen used prop that they had there had 2 vintage 3-row stitching Odie Green Alice frame straps with Odie Green buttons and quick releases. 2 right straps. As you can see, I have 2 vintage 3-row of stitching green snap Odie Green buckles straps with quick release straps that are left straps. So that's one thing that is wrong about this pack. Maybe it's the multiverse pack or something, I don't know, but it does suck. But I cannot find 2 of those right straps. I cannot even find 1 right strap. So that is that. Okay, now let's get on to the wand. Alright, we'll do this first before we pull it off. Alright, so we have aluminum heatsink by GB Fans. I did round the edges to be afterlife accurate. All the knobs all the way around are also aluminum by GB Fans. The R33 clippered, which is held in by these clippered screws and not socket heads. The socket head screws that are here in the chamber added. This is a real electrical wire, which are the wires that are running the headlights and stuff like that up front. A bigger shotgun grip here. Replace the grip back here with the correct Odie Green gaffer's tape, which is wrapped screen accurate. I'll get to more of that in a minute. This is a Max Factory's aluminum rear cylinder with clippered branded green pneumatic tubing and clippered brass barbs. Aluminum plate I made myself on the bottom, again with the socket heads, Max Factory gun track, Max Factory counterweight discs, and a Max Factory J-hook. The hat lights are Punk Rocket props. They are awesome. I can't recommend them enough. Let's pop the pop mech here. There we go. We have a Redmond Studios emitter, which is the correct bent emitter for Afterlife. The banjos are Ben of Kent. And I did drill them and all that good stuff to feed the wires through them to run the CAN bus LED, which if you notice does have the correct film accurate white on the chrome section of the CAN bus, which are impossible to find. Obviously I had a real button up here again. This hat light is set right down perfect like it was in the film. Real clip-it light here. Again, Max Factory dry rubs all over it. These are the correct pictograms that match the film used prop, and they are the right size. The haslab ones were very huge. Same thing with the Slobo stickers, the right size and screen accurate. Real clip-it light there. Alright, hang on. I gotta get this thing off here. Let's unholster it. Real quick on the bottom, we actually have the Dixie Cup bracket holder for the V-hook. Those are screen accurate screws, and the washer they used was a lock nut for a switch, and I believe that was the top one there, the little one. And up here, this little one here was the barrel out of a Nutrix connector that tightened the wires down. This counterweight disc is upside down for whatever reason. It's holding on the J-hook. The Nutrix connector and how that is exposed and wrapped just as screen accurate as I can get it. Let's just take this off for a second. This rolled around. This electric tape is as screen accurate as I can get it. All these folds are screen accurate as I can get it in the tape. All the switches I have switched to be the screen accurate orientation. Aluminum vinyl sticker here, which is screen accurate. The little dimple right there where Screw would have been in the second film, and I believe in Frozen Empire, which is not in Afterlife or Ghostbusters 1, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. Ghostbusters 1 might have them. Again, these are aluminum. Max Factory dry rub. Another one of these awesome hat lights from Punk Rocket Props. These are the Redmond screws. This is going to be hard to see. Let's see if we can get this turned around. In here on the CAN bus bulb, which is functioning, by the way, totally. If you can see in here, the end of it is cut off at an angle, which is also screen accurate. Don't ask me why. I've also disconnected. Oh, this is a GB fans tube as well. The pop mic does well. You just saw it work when we're talking about. I think I'm going to remove the LEDs, the HasLab ones, totally out of the inside, and you'll see why eventually. They are still in there now, but they are unhooked and not working. What else am I missing? We have the barrel twist. See, when it twists, the actual front end doesn't move. It's just the grip that twists. Obviously, remove the light up here. I moved the pop mech lever to a more screen accurate. Well, it's 100% screen accurate orientation there. This isn't screen accurate, but it's like an oversized mag release on a rifle or a flat face trigger or something like that. I don't mind that being enhanced. Yeah, okay, I think. Oh, this front cylinder is a Max Factory aluminum front cylinder. Again, the weathering. Tried to stay as close to the film as I could with everything. I think it came up pretty good. I guess we can fire it up. Now, I say I'm done with this, but Constantinos, if I ever get a hold of your new kit, I will not be done with this, because I can't wait to get my hands on that new kit of yours. One reason I chose Ninja Tunes kit and Constantinos, besides him being a great guy, is the sound of this thing is spot on, 100% screen accurate. Where I feel like the GP Star, which I think is an awesome kit as well, I'm not knocking it at all. It's Ghostbuster 1, 2, Frozen Empire sound effects are spot on, along with its Afterlife when it's just a running sound like this. The GP Star on me sounds too stock haslab-ish, if that makes any sense. We also have a Wasteland Industries smoke machine and kit installed in here. We actually have some GP Star parts installed as well. In this we have a Fruit Technology 28-second bar graph, 28 segment, bar graph, and Ghost Lab 42 Keep Alive. I said the switches. Haven't changed. I don't know why that's not. So that was weird, like that second switch didn't engage properly. Huh. Oh yeah, and we also have the Phoebe switch down here on the trigger. Try that or not. So yeah, I don't really think that I really need those stock barrel light LEDs in there anymore. Lastly, we'll pull inside here real quick and do the inside. Oh yeah, I cut the back of the bumper off as well, so it's just, you know, another 1-inch spacer. Behind the lid here, another Dragon Workshop. Okay, this is all weathered, screen accurate. And I also have all of the 9 recessed screws that run around the gamut of the inside of the cyclotron lid. GP Star piece right there. Another Punk Rocket props. This is a real aluminum plates around the switches. Real clip-it lights. Great. This is a Taco Belly printed cover on a stock haslab cake. These are great prints. Stuff is killer. I tinted this stuff myself. The light kit, I think I got that from like Sticky Graphics Canada or something. And the smoke machine does work. It usually takes a couple runs before it really produces. Oh yeah. Bear with me here, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Okay, well. I'll switch over to GB1, how about that? That's something we rarely ever do or haven't ever done. Let's see if I can do this. This is gonna be easy. Idea how good that's lined up. Good enough. So again, we'll hit that. So it takes like 2 good ones before it starts to really get the smoke going. Plus, it's probably low on juice. I haven't checked it. It's been a year and it's still working strong. You cannot complain. Cannot complain. So anyway, I think. Oh yeah, I just remembered something else too about the screen accuracy stuff. Let's just take a look real quick right here. The wires come out of here, go into here, out of here, which is screen accurate, and they come up here. This is electric tape, and I believe an oddly cut small piece of heat shrink tubing is covering both the electric tape and wires. This is also extending screen accurate length, totally screen accurate. I'm sure there's something I missed. I'm damn sure of it. Also, I've replaced the speaker up there with a 3-inch 600 watt, which is crazy wattage, Dale speaker. This has been replaced as well. I don't think I mentioned that. This section here. Oh yeah, this up here. That's been aluminum label there. Again, the weathering. It gets along up here. on, nothing in the way. Some of this weathering. It did just come out. So good here. See the Phoebe trigger better than it does trigger. See the light. Alice frame is also screen accurate, totally. Everything's correct on that. Yeah, I think that's even these wires. Like I said, these are running all pretty screen accurate. This is dipped down here screen accurately. Can't really think of anything else. I know there's going to be something I've missed. I can't think of anything else, so that's my... I can't wait to get this new kit that has the spinning down effect from Ninja Tunes. So I think that's my pack as of to date. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to see how far we could take a Hasbro pack and wand and try to make them as screen accurately looking as possible. And this is what I have managed to do. If anybody sees anything that I've missed that screams at you out of those photos, please let me know. Constructive criticism is a great thing. And I'm sure there are things that I have missed. You know, that's just how it is. I also made a bracket for it, went around that switch in there. This looks a little more real. You can see better that cutout back and the spacer and stuff there. Yeah, I guess that's going to be it for now. Brother, if you're watching, your wand is getting there. It's just you want a lot of work done, and I don't have a lot of time, but I am doing all I can as fast as I can. I should have made this video months ago, but everything's slow going. Alright, later peoples.